1 week old account, and slightly more because I have to record this live, as the sound didn't work out just before I went to sleep. So this is like early afternoon, the day after the 1 week old account. Not much changed other than me doing some faction wars and Sylvan Watchers where I've spent my keys, as well as I've continued executing on the arena, which is really important. Every single time, it gets a refresh, I have to do this because I have this crazy, crazy mission. Back when I did the recording, I had like 20 something fights completed. Now I have 47, so I've been executing this automatically since I woke up. And this is important because it's blocking our progress, right? So there are some roadblocks. This was a roadblock. It's more than a 1 day long mission. Another roadblock is 6-starring the second champion. A third roadblock is to be able to spend all the faction war keys without exception, no exceptions ever, and the free gear removal is important in that because I can add Kale gear to Sylvan Watchers, for example. My team is not that good. I only had like 2 Sylvan Watchers in total. And I will need a new system as well from now on because I don't have time to train all these champions one by one, let alone removing the artifact is expensive. So I will use one of my vaults, either the reserve or the master vault, to keep some champions for some factions to fight faction wars because I cannot train all of them from scratch. It takes a lot of time, a lot of effort, and it's just not good. So I will need some reserves. So for example, Sylvan Watchers will go there. And talking about Sylvan Watchers, I just trained them from scratch because all of the past Sylvan Watcher team was food, and now I've fought with these 2. The artifact is still in there, and one of them. The other one just got chaos plus 16 artifacts, so obviously even the weaker could solve this, and I could get 2 stars quite easily. So this is important. I'm getting the shards so that I can get points later. And if there is some extreme artifact, like not this one, although this has some percentage stats, then I look at it just in case. But usually I don't spend. Now, arena refreshes are important every single time. Refresh both. And this is not good. Tough luck. I mean, I won't be able to defeat this because my overall strength is about the same as the strength of one person, and usually this doesn't mean any good. But I have enough tokens to survive, and I just need 3 more. And this is gonna be the other refresh because I need to spend the remaining 8. I've already gotten 300 energy from the bazaar before. I can do this once a week, so I have 6 days plus to get the 1000, and then I'm gonna get another 300 energy, which is amazing. And meanwhile, it's possible to spend on other stuff as well. So the plan is to strengthen the faction war teams. The plan is to get to Doom Tower today, which is kind of an easy plan at the moment because we're like halfway through, almost level 40, and to extract as much value as possible from everything that is out there. And yesterday not much happened, by the way. It was like a boring Dragon Ball episode. In case of a boring Dragon Ball episode, like people just talk, and then the episode ends and nothing changes. It's very much like that. The only thing that happened was that I got Sabita, that's it. Because I participated in some events. In fact, I could get a second Sabita quite soon. I'm not sure if it's like gonna be food or something. I already have the fragment. That's weird. I thought at night I only have 75, but there was some strange event, some strange tournament where I could claim everything. I don't fully understand how this claiming is working. That might be a software problem because is it Classic Arena? I think it's Classic Arena. You see, I have 81 points in total. Okay, I'm leading. I don't know how, but I'm leading. And I could claim all rewards, all 5. Why? It's like, usually you claim like rewards when you get to 1000 or something. But anyway, this is good. I like it. I keep on executing on the arena. I think I didn't do that badly. Clan. Log into the clan at least once a day. Claim the rewards whenever. Oh, energy. Oh no, I have to spend this. Then the recording is gonna be kind of slow. oh no, I need to spend the key as well. You see, whenever you have keys, for example, that replenish every 6 hours, in that case, you're incentivized to just spend it because, now it's full. So obviously, I have to spend it, also claim the chest. We'll see what's in there, I don't really care. Now, what I care about is to spend the key as quickly as possible so that the timer resets and then we have another 6 hours. So be careful with that. Oh, this is 1x speed, this is horrible, I need 2x speed at least. And meanwhile, we can talk about some strategy about what is going on. Currently, I'm like 35th if I'm not mistaken. 35th. You can check out the stats. Here are the stats. And when I went to sleep, I was 32nd. Let me do a live refresh because it's running. And let's see, 35th was the one. No, already 36, so I'm like falling back. But difference between 30th and 36 is like 20 points. I couldn't care less about it. It's very much like a NASCAR draft fight, when you're in the pack. So this means your fuel consumption is lower, your tire wear is lower, and you're part of the pack. And whether you're 20th or 8th, it doesn't matter at the moment. It only matters once there is a pit stop and you change the right tires, right? And then a pit stop is very much like the 30th day, and the 60th day rewards that I have to optimize for somehow. So around day 20 or so, I will start optimizing for those so that I'm in a best possible position. But in the meantime, like being part of the pack and being not extremely far from the top players is good because I'm following a different strategy than them. Let's see the progress. This is a software bug, so you need to do it like this. Champion development 34th. I haven't pulled anything. That's why. And most of my food is fighting in faction wars. So you can imagine. Let alone the fact that I was not doing speed farming at all. You see my speed. Great Hall 5th. Because I have a strategy. Most people don't have a strategy. Most people just neglect this and do this later. Maybe they just farm 1 stars and the most important thing to them is that they get the rewards and that's it. So this means that some others will have some improvement with their stronger teams, and this also means that I will fall back in this aspect. But it's not not Great Hall, Faction Wars. Same with the Great Hall actually, but Faction Wars only 5th. Great Hall, I think my position is real. In Faction Wars, my position may be worse. Once others pay attention to it, I'll fall back. But in Great Hall, my arena progress is not that bad actually. So even though 5th is a bit ambitious, I've been paying attention to it, as you can see. So Classic Arena 22nd, I'm suffering from Gold 1. I'm suffering a bit. Tag Team Arena, I'm suffering there as well. I had to lose my first fight intentionally, first few fights, like 0 points, not 6, not 12, not 18, 0 points on purpose so that I drop back. Because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to spend all the 20 fights in total. I'm 54th out of 55 in terms of fastest champion. This is appalling as a statistic. Once there is an artifact upgrade event, I'll do this. I'll check out glyphs as well, so I'll do something about this. Campaign, first one is done. Second one is done. Third one is in progress, and I haven't started the fourth one. 35 people have already started it, so this means that sooner or later I'll have to do it. I have enough energy for it anyway. And then these other arenas, I need to train them by the end of the month. Or when the account is gonna be almost 30 days old. That's when I'll need to take care of them. Now I couldn't care less about them. Team-wise, by the way, we're not doing that well because the other team is 2000 something ahead, but I'm doing my best, so I think I add some 400, 500 points extra in here. But it depends whether they finish, whether they don't finish. Some people will drop back, obviously, but I will obviously contribute to our own team. And this is a respectable result given that I have absolutely no idea what I'm doing. So it's... I mean, my strategy is geared towards that as well. That I have no idea what I'm doing, so I sit back, I'm a bit falling behind, and that's absolutely fine. And now we have the counter, we have 6 hours to do this fight. Let's see the champions themselves. So champion-wise, I'm gonna level 50 this because there is a quest to do like 450s. I'll upgrade one of them to 5 stars sooner or later, depending on faction wars. At least I will have that, and I'll keep these blue and purple and golden ones, and I'll level up this one once I have time. And besides that, I was leveling up food for faction wars. This are all faction war fighters, and this will stay most likely. Not sure about it yet. And the remaining is gonna be here. I'm not rushing to 6-star Alice. I don't have anything to upgrade her skills or anything else whatsoever, so this means that I'll just keep this. And by the way, given that I'm farming 12-6, this is the champion that we get 2-starred, so this is a typical symbol that this is just food. And this is just food as well here, leveling up. So that's what I'm doing, and champion-wise, progress is okay, not especially good. I'm maxing out faction wars, and then I'll do my best with the Doom Tower once it unlocks as well. It will take some time. I'll have to spend energy though quite soon. Plus the arena refreshes every single time, and whenever you can fight, you fight. That's it. So account progress is okay. I'm quite satisfied, and we're in the mix. I couldn't imagine, like after the first day I thought I would lag behind like some back marker, but in reality it's more or less the middle of the pack, and I'm doing well in events and tournaments as well, which means that it's possible to continue. I have the same opinion about the game. This is horrible, right? That it doesn't even give you an 8-hour long sleep even at level 100. What is this? You have to keep on logging in, and you have to keep on refreshing the arena. Find a better system. It's not that incentivizing to press this button and not even find a fight for 1 hour, and then all of a sudden you always find a fight. So this is not too incentivizing. This either. So this is not optimal, even though I've been able to spend it. But listen, I've been complaining about something that eventually became my edge, because as others didn't tolerate this, I did. For tomorrow, the plan is gonna be the following in Faction Wars. Here it is. We'll need to see what is gonna be open. Bannerlord. Barbarian, that's good. Bannerlord Barbarian. And what else? Nothing. So we'll need to see how we're doing in terms of Bannerlords and Barbarians for tomorrow. I think we're doing well with Barbarians. Yeah, indeed. I need to level them up. These two. And this will not become food for that reason. So Barbarian is fine. Bannerlord. I've sacrificed a few. We have a blue one. We have another one, and I cannot get rid of this one because otherwise I would have 0 chance of getting 2 stars. And remember, tomorrow we still have artifact removal on. No, actually we don't. So we need to set up the artifacts today, not tomorrow. That's good to know. Actually, it doesn't matter, because if I set it up, I'll have to remove it from the other unit. So tomorrow is gonna be a normal day. It's the removal that counts, not the setting. I can remove the artifact from another unit, but then I'll need to remove it from the Bannerlord too. So I won't win much, maybe half the cost. So that's the progress. I think top 10 is gonna be really hard. Maybe doable, maybe not. We'll see. And I've decided on not pulling these shards yet. I'll wait and see about what others are doing. There are pros and cons. Pros and cons, because the thing is that the advantage is that in Summon Rush, I'm short on energy. So I could barely reach this 1400. But I could reach this. I would get these masks, that is not that bad. But I'll miss out on a lot of other stuff. Like 5-star chicken, for example. Which I could get in other pools later. So whether I'm gonna do it now or later, that's a good question. My account is really weak, so I could benefit from pools. But at the same time, resource consumption is not optimized, and I have no resources or time to do anything with those champions that I would pool. So what should I do? Write it in the comments. What do you think?